Well, of course, the majority of the Ugandans will respond by saying they are not feeling it, because at the macro level, we are seeing the numbers at 6%, but that is an aggregation of growth across different sectors. So ordinarily, we have to look at which are the sectors that are driving that growth and which sectors actually employ more Ugandans. Because if the biggest drivers of that growth are sectors like services, banking, telecom, manufacturing, then you have to look at where majority of Ugandans are employed, which is agriculture, in areas of wholesale and retail. They are not growing at the same rate, and that's why I think some of the commentators are saying that the money is not being felt among the people.
So is this 6% something that we will eventually feel shortly before Jesus returns?
Well, of course, you have to look at the growth. All these sectors, some of them are interrelated. For example, if you look at the numbers, it's important that the ministry actually explains the numbers and up to the subsectors, because if you are looking at sectors like housing, they have a multiplier effect because they involve a lot of people across the value chain. But if it is about, for example, banking services, because they are able to lend government, then the question would be that the ordinary Ugandans who are involved in, let's say, agriculture, fishing, in wholesale, retail, they are not necessarily part of that bigger growth. The sectors could be growing at much less percentage than what is being talked about. And so we have to look at the interrelatedness of the sectors, how one sector leads to the other, to be able to say that everybody within the country feels the growth.
Interesting. What do you think can and should be done more for the economy to grow as it should and is expected to grow?
First of all, I think that government is the biggest spender. It's good that the ministry has made releases, but you have still a lot of people who are demanding areas from government. So government needs to pay areas for people who have done services. For example, if you look at the road sector, if you go to UNRA, I think they have areas that of over $1 trillion. And that means that people have borrowed money, they have rendered services to government, but they are not being paid and they are paying taxes. So the government has to pay service providers. And also we need now to prioritize expenditures of government that will lead to growth. For example, if we are talking of initiatives like the PDM that goes down to the common man, I think that those ones need to be prioritized. And also for sectors which have a multiplier effect across the value chain. So such investments would have a very big catchment area of many people, and that would lead to some growth being felt amongst the common people.